So how's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today we have the Game Week 15 predictions. I'm drawn by Philip again.
Hello.
Just want to say before we get into it, the percentages below us are not accurate. This is coming out on the Sunday and it's being filmed on the Friday before any Premier League games, so this is accurate to Game Week 13. And if you are new to the channel, then subscribe. So the first game on this is Crystal Palace vs Bournemouth. It's being played at 7:30 on Tuesday, so 48 hours when this goes up. It's really weird, these fucking times, I'll tell you. Why 7:30 and 8:15? Yeah. And they've got midweek. I think they have some midweek break games as well. Mid-season break.
Football.
Is it
the FA just don't care about the fans and how they're going to get to the away trips on a fucking.
No. Tuesday.
It's ridiculous. They really don't.
Yeah.
They're not considerate enough at all. As long as they make money.
And fans are dedicated enough, they find a way. Crystal Palace are playing Burnley. They played them yesterday as this goes out. I'm predicting them to lose and you're predicting them to win, I think. But they're playing Bournemouth, who play Tottenham on the weekend. It's sort of a bounce back game for both teams, but I see the points being shared. 1-2
on Crystal Palace.
This is a really weird video because you don't know any of the scores. Next is Burnley versus Man City. This is being played at 8:15 and it's a tricky game for Man City. I think Burnley are tough at Turf Moor, and but Man City aren't pushovers. They're going to know with this game, with Liverpool playing Everton, it's a chance for them to gain points potentially. I think now I've got to get all 3 points. I'm going with a tricky 2-1 Man City win.
Really? You're saying it being close? I just think Manchester City are Manchester City, or Sean Dyche is going to have a fucking tough time trying to stop Manchester City. So,
to be fair, they don't have Aguero. Is that injured?
Yeah, that's true. But they have Gabriel Jesus, who I,
yeah.
if I'm honest, I think is quite overrated. But I think Manchester City will win 3-1, pretty bog standard.
Next is Chelsea versus Aston Villa. This has been played on Wednesday, 7:30 kickoff, and it's a bog standard win for Chelsea. Let's not fucking chat shit. I'm going 3-1 Chelsea. Aston Villa, they've got players to get the goal. 3-1. Chelsea won't have Abraham by the looks of things. He looks like he's going to be out for at least a month. So yeah, 3-1.
Going to be put back in the fucking side.
Even Batshuayi could step up. He's not a bad player. So he's okay. He's good enough to fill in, and they have players around him to.
Yeah, I don't think he's Chelsea level.
No,
but
he's more of a.
As a replacement, he's not bad. But I don't know what's happened with Giroud really.
Don't know.
But if he can come back in the side, providing he's not injured, I reckon he should probably start. But yeah, John Terry obviously returning.
Oh yeah, John
Chelsea.
Terry. I forgot about that.
Dean Smith has, out at the time of today, has just signed a new 5-year contract with the club. Let's see how many years out of those he actually lasts. Because if they go down, I highly doubt they'll keep him. Even though they probably should, considering he's a pretty good manager. But yeah, I see it being 3-1 Chelsea. No, 2-0 Chelsea.
Now Leicester versus Watford. I actually think this is going to be one of them games where Leicester are going to dominate, but Ben Foster's going to have the game of his life. I am still going for Leicester win. I'm going 1-0. I'm slouching. Fucking. I'm going 1-0 Leicester. Yeah, Watford. Flores is under pressure, isn't he? Apparently.
Apparently so.
So yeah, 1-0 to Leicester.
I see it being a pretty easy game for Leicester. Ben Foster's actually in quite an unfortunate position considering he's actually a quality goalkeeper and he's sitting at the foot of the table. He probably wouldn't stay. You've had a lot of good English goalkeepers go down to the Championship recently, haven't we? With the likes of Hart, Butland,
Bettinelli.
He got into the England squad, to be fair.
Yeah, he did.
Bets,
he did.
So,
and now he's lost his place to Rodak.
Yeah. Yeah, for one, pretty simple. Can't stop Jamil.
Now Manchester United versus Tottenham, arguably the game of the weekend on paper. And this is Solskjaer's last game in charge. That's what I think. Mourinho returning to Old Trafford, and he's going to put the final nail in the coffin of the man that took over I'm going 3-1 Spurs. I think we're going to decimate them.
Really?
Leaky defence, so Man United will get the goal. But 3-1 to follow on from last year's 3-0 win.
Do you know if I was Manchester United, I wouldn't sack Solskjaer? Who are they going to get in? Who are they going to get in?
Emery.
No. They wouldn't. They wouldn't bring in Emery.
Pochettino,
I don't think would come.
I think Poch would go Man United.
I think Poch is probably going to take a while off. I think because he's been. I think with he's taken so long. He's been at the club so long. I think he just needs time to just relax for a little while.
Yeah.
The 5 years of fucking constant. Fucking.
Well,
I reckon. Yeah.
I only look
at
it because
a couple of maybe come to a new club at
next season. Yeah.
Yeah, whether that be Manchester United, then I don't know. But
I'm only looking at Solskjaer being sacked because of they lost to Astana.
Yeah! You beauty! Just getting all these tweets coming through saying Swansea are under pressure and that. Yeah, I think if Solskjaer's sacked and what I'm saying about Pochettino isn't going to, who are they going to get? Allegri's probably going to go to Arsenal. Then who the fuck you got?
If Arsenal take a long time in getting a manager, Allegri sees Man United, I would prefer Man United over Arsenal personally.
I would rather Arsenal. They're both in
shit pits.
But at least with Arsenal, they have money to spend. They spent 70 million on Pepe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Manchester United,
they also spent 60 million on Aubameyang, who's only going to do them 2 years.
Manchester United, they spend money, but they just don't spend it. It's Ed Woodward, isn't it? That's what it is. I would fucking
the Manchester version of Levy.
I would fucking take a wrecking ball to his ball sack. He's a fucking toxic man, Ed Woodward. I fucking hate him. But yeah, if you want my prediction, which I don't know if you will, I'm gonna say 2-1 to Tottenham.
Now Southampton versus Norwich. Don't care about this game, so 1-0.
It's a pretty shocking, pretty fucking bleak game. You probably would have preferred me to say shocking. It's a pretty bleak game. Yet to be seen how Arsenal, whether Norwich beat Arsenal, considering what's happened today. At the time of recording, Emery got sacked.
That's if you're under a rock and you didn't know that happened.
Yeah, obviously. Or in a room with no Wi-Fi, like I was. Yeah, fucking 2-1 to Southampton.
Now, Wolves versus West Ham, on paper, to me, this is an interesting game. I think it's a game that both teams will struggle. It's midweek, so I'm thinking of like midweek struggles and rotated teams. Wolves will have to rotate heavily over Christmas because they had an extended start at the start of the season. West Ham are under pressure, so maybe a bit of a stronger team. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. Maybe a bit shocking. I'm predicting Wolves to draw to Sheffield United on the weekend, so yeah,
1-1. Again, if I were West Ham, I'd keep hold of Pellegrini.
Yeah, I'd keep hold of
For the time being, they've got Moyes, who they could go to, but he looks like he's guaranteed for the Everton job. And then you've got managers who are currently employed who are also linked, but if I was them, I'd wait till the end of the season, so you have to
I'd keep Pellegrini.
And you don't know whether Pellegrini can turn it round. I mean, they're looking unlikely, but you never know. I say 2-1 to Wolves, however. They've just got too much quality, and West Ham are in a really sticky situation at the moment.
Now, the big game, this is actually the game of the weekend, let's face it, it's Liverpool versus Everton.
Derby!
Yeah, the Stanley Park sitting in the middle of them, Ashley doing his business, keeping his eyebrows raised, graduating from Parkside. This, for me, is Moyes' first game in charge. I think Silva's going to be given the boot after.
Yeah, I reckon. I mean, I don't see them beating Leicester.
I can see Moyes being in charge, Silva given the boot after losing to Leicester, which is what we both predicted. I think Liverpool are going to win 2-1. I think it'll be a hard game. It always is, really. Everton were in a shit bit of form last season coming into this game, and it was 0-0 until the 97th minute, and Liverpool got a shit goal. So 2-1. Liverpool should have enough quality to beat Everton, and Moyes, in my opinion, has a negative start to his managerial debut at Everton.
I agree. Moyes' first game in charge, the comeback, the fucking boring football. will return to Goodison Park. But hey, if it means they get results, it means they get results. If it means they stay up, which is fucking strange to say, it means that they stay up. But Liverpool have too much. They love a derby game at home as well, which is a massive advantage when you've got the atmosphere that game brings. 2-0 Liverpool, pretty bog standard.
Now Sheffield United Newcastle. Apart from Sheffield United playing well, I couldn't give a shit about this game. Newcastle are doing more than what I expected, so fair enough. I think this is a tricky game. I'm going 1-0. 2-0
to Sheffield United. Pretty bog standard. Sorry, Steve, but you and your fucking roly-polies can...
But the question is, what Steve are you on about? And next, in what could be the new Arsenal manager's first game, or Lundberg's first home game, is Arsenal versus Brighton. Again, I don't really care about this game. Last time, this game was quite interesting last time. I think Brighton gave them a game. I can't see it happening this time. I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. It's a bog standard win. A lot of teams are going to get new managers. I've realised that there's about 4 or 5 teams that are getting new managers.
Which is weird considering there's not a lot of managers going around at the moment.
No.
Like, if you're talking about free agents. I'm going with Brighton win.
Really?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I don't see this bad patch overturning itself just because they've got Ljungberg in charge.
Yeah, that's why
he's going to employ the same tactics, and given the fact that he's not got a lot of time to work, Norwich will be his first game, which at the time of recording is a day away or 2 days away.
2 days away, yeah.
And then he'll have a week, not even a week of training.
Yeah, and
he won't be able to implement his own style, and Brighton will know that they're there for the taking. So I'm saying Brighton 2-1 win.
How's Glenn Murray?
I don't actually know. He's not been
playing. No, it's Aaron Connolly going to do the business.
He's injured as well, isn't he?
He's back from injury. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. It could be a bit shorter than usual, but there's just not really much to talk about considering the games haven't been played for this weekend. So yeah, that is going to be it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment your predictions down below. And we will see you guys later. Goodbye.